Hey everybody, Manannan here. Welcome back to Crusader Kings 2 Conclave. Now, last episode, I think my dad died, and I took over as his gay son, which is great, except for the fact I haven't got an heir. And my future wife is 11, so I've got to survive at least 5 more years before she's even of age. I could actually change my focus to seduction, but because I'm homosexual, I don't think I'll be able to use it on women, which would obviously not be conducive to pregnancy and getting a child. So I'm going to stick with war for now because I have a feeling I'm going to need the levy numbers. So who can I attack? I want to attack Innsgol. I want to take this duchy because that will give me not only just 2 duchies, but additionally it'll get me close to forming, you know, the Kingdom of the Isles, which is what I want. That's the Duchy of the Isles. So the Kingdom of Mann in the Isles needs to have Mann, which I have, and obviously the Isles. You know, that's part of the deal. Now, what's quite interesting is these guys are all Catholic, which is a bit of a surprise, to be honest. I suppose I'm not sure about the history of Catholicism in the British Isles. I don't know how far it could go, but I'm going to upgrade after a couple of requests. Oh, the Iconoclasts are triumphant. After a couple of requests in the comments, I am actually going to go with the Merchant Republic idea. Instead of going feudal and forming a kingdom, I'm going to go Merchant Republic, which is probably my best bet, to be honest. It is a nice spot for a Merchant Republic. So I'm going to put my tribal organization up. Well, I'm going to try anyway, but my council may disagree. Okay, so we have, at the moment, majority tiebreaker. Oh, they've rejected? Bugger. How long do I do it again? I've got a year to wait till I can try again. Oh, we got raiders. Lovely, but there's no one to raid. Maybe I can attack. What's he in? Attacking in the de jure war of Elothian. Can I make... He is attacking Northumbria as well. So they're both involved in their own little wars. So do I want to go for you? You get 532 in a year. You get quite a bit less. So we're going to go with you, I think. We're going to make Scotland a tribute. I don't know if I really have that many more levies than him, but whatever, this will do. This will be fine. He'll be fine. He's distracted in a war anyway. But it has meant he's been able to call up his allies. So we are going to... Apparently we can't combine those. It's a bit annoying. So you can go and raid. And you can stick around there, because basically they might not be able to help me siege anything down. Well, no, they'll be able to help me siege stuff down, but I won't be able to combine them. So if I just sort of sit here in the capital... Oh dear, they've attacked me. And they've wiped me out. Oh dear, that was foolish. I've fucked this up, haven't I? So we're going to retreat all the way back to the Isle of Man. Oh, we built a market town. That's good. That's lovely. What happens if I surrender? Oh my god. Surrender, I lose prestige, and pay gold. I'm going to do that, because I don't want all that being sieged down. Well, that was a waste of utter time. I only did that because I had the raiders, and I wanted to use them. So maybe... God, that wind. Sorry if you can hear that. Maybe I can go and raid Alt-Clut. I can, apparently. Which is a bit weird, considering they're Christians. But, whatever. Right, can I raid Galloway? Oh, I've got a claim on the Chiefdom of Innsgol. So I can do that. Thank you very much. Now, I unfortunately don't have the troops to take him on. Because I just used them all in, you know, that pitiful attempt at conquest. So I think what we're going to do... Actually, no, I've got a decent amount of troops. 438 actual levies. 182 are event spawned. So if I just declare a claim on Innsgol... He doesn't have any allies, does he? Nope. That would have been a clever thing to check before I declared war. But, you know, what's the worst that could have happened? He could have massively outnumbered me and I'd hate life. Oh, we've caught out that army, even though I just wanted to pass through. Because obviously they were pissed about the whole, you know, raiding thing. Apparently they don't like that when you do it. But who would have known that? So we're going to continue on to Fort Trieu. And once my raiders are fully moraled up, which they almost are, we're raiding. We shouldn't be doing this. Oh no, they've attacked me, and bugger, the raiders have made Scotland aggressive towards me. Oh, that's so annoying. Oh, good. Right, these raiders are double-edged sword and I hate them. So you can go away. Go away. Why can't I go away? Leave me alone. You're a curse. They literally won't leave me alone. I'm just going to send you off to die. Good. Die. All gone. Because if I hadn't had the raiders in Pickland, the Scots wouldn't have been able to get involved. And I wouldn't have died and lost everyone. Well, whatever. I've still got a decent amount of troops. I've got slightly more than him. I'm going to dismiss my personal levies and raise up my others. I gained absolutely nothing there because the rest, they're all in Argyle. How long till I'm no longer hostile with them? A couple of months. So that is what we will wait for. Oh, I might be able to... Oh, I've got a Jewish courtier. They are so useful when you're at this stage in the game. Another really good diplomat. I've got a better diplomat, I'm afraid. Right, well, we're going to try and change the thing again. It's be February... Whoa, that's a long... Which... Oh, okay. I'm going to try for... increase the chance of revocation. I lost my Chancellor. He died. Well, conveniently, I've got a backup Jew. There's the backup Jew. Now he's in command. That's so offensive. I'm so sorry, but it's just funny. Now, I think I'm going to send you down to Gwynedd. I think. It's probably my best bet. He is a tributary of Tehubarth. So, yeah, he's going to be tricky to take down. They've rejected. My council are a bunch of twats. I hate them. Why won't they do what I tell them to do? I'm still not entirely sure how to fully control the council. And he's a terrible commander. He can be replaced. Quite happily replaced. So we're going to go and try and win this war. Which, I'm well aware that I'm attacking... Is that hills across a thing with only a few dozen men more. Which is obviously not ideal. I think if I can get this guy to train troops, I'm going to actually come back to Argyle, unoccupy this, and see if I can try and get a decent numbers advantage that I might be able to win the war. Christ, that weather. So yeah, he may be able to... He'll get Ticking War Skull because he controls In's goal, but as long as I take this back, which I have done, he's still got a decent time before he can actually do anything. Although, then again, I've just remembered. Levy's reinforced now. So I could disband these guys. And I'm going to send my spy master to improve religious relations in Innsgall, just so I have vision of them. They've got 301 guys. I have 358. So I'm accumulating more than him, which is good. Now, how long do I wait? I think I'll wait until about 60%. What the... Oh. Okay, this is the Tree of Life. Oh, no. Charlemagne, what are you like? Committing genocide. Silly you. He is destroying them, though, to be honest. He's well on his way to fulfilling his destiny. I think we're going to have a Holy Roman Empire soon. And I've finally been able to marry this, to be honest, amazing bride. We're going to go with Prestige, I think. Yeah. Amazing bride. Because not only is she homosexual, which we're both homosexual, which is normally not an ideal combination, she's also quick and strong. So if I eventually have any kids with her, which is unlikely, we're on minus 30%. Plus, however, 10% there. So we're minus 20%. Fertility. Oh, with stress, though. So no, we're 30% future. We're so unlikely to have kids. But if we do, they'll be great. They'll be gods among men. But it's unlikely. So we'll see. Well, yeah, I'll wait until 60% before raising my troops. See if that'll give me enough of a numbers advantage. Because once I've beaten the army, they'll run away. And then I'll be able to start occupying Innsgall, which should be fairly easy because it's only tribal. Yes. Are you fully stacked? You're almost done. And then I might have to send him on to Epident. In fact, wait a couple more ticks for him to improve that. And then we're going to send him... I could use him to train with. Yes, become friends. Lovely. That's cool. I wonder if I could land him. And make him... like, have him educate my child when I eventually have one. That could be quite interesting. Have him focus on heritage, which is the new way of getting them to convert to religion. Maybe. I don't even need to land him anymore. I'm not sure about that. I will have to look into that. So we're almost at 60%. We'll move this guy there. So now he will start training the troops there. So when I get... These are fully done, so I'm going to raise these up. Send them up here. So this is quite clever of me. I'm being quite min-maxing here. I'm making the most of the time I've got to wait. So then we're going to raise up these troops as well. So we're on 615. We've got a decent numbers advantage on them now. I will put you in command of that force. You are terrible. I'm going to replace you before we do anything. Because where are all my other commanders? Seriously... Like, where are you? Where's my... Right. He can be fired. And then replaced. So that now he's available to fight in, you know, the battle. Instead of training troops back home. They're going to run away. Will they get away? They will get away. That's actually good news. Because it means I can occupy his land. And I don't have to risk a pitched battle in really unfavourable circumstances. He probably could have stayed there, to be honest. Because I was crossing a strait and having to attack hills. Whereas now, I'll just have to attack hills. Which is much better for me. So there we go, we're on 6% war score now because I occupy that. So now we're going to occupy the bishopric as well. He can occupy as much as he wants, to be honest. Because now he doesn't have enough to take the bishopric. There are enough priests and all sorts in there to hold it at bay. Fantastic. Right, so we are going to occupy this. So now I'm on 83% war score. I could just sit here. In fact, I might just sit here because he can't carry on sieging, and I will get taking war score. But that's no way to win a war. We want fights, we want battles, we want bloodshed. So I am going to wander over here. There is no river crossing. There is no river crossing between Fort Trieu and Epidant, I don't think. No, there isn't. And they will retreat to Alt-Clut. They will get away. We're going to unsiege this because that will then win us the war. As long as I can do it before he gets back home and unsieges his own holding. Oh, we got cultural points. That's good. 100% war score. Enforced demands. Done. Lovely stuff. So, I can now create the Duchy of Dalriata. I'm not going to do that, however, because I don't have the money. So, we're going to disband these troops. And now we're looking at 524 troops. You are training troops, that's fine. How long till this is done? Recently conquered... New levy, so it'll be a while. Not actually too long. Same religion, which does help. If you're holy warring someone with a different culture, it tends to take ages. Like, literally, I've seen it take decades for them to be of any use at all. Now, though, we are in a good position. I mean, I could put more money into a market town, but at the same time, I can't upgrade to a merchant republic yet. How long till I can do that again? 5 years. I hate my bloody council. War declaration is on the council. When can I get rid of these guys? I think I need to have actually more land. And more tribal organization is what I meant to say there. I don't know where I got land from. And how the hell do you pronounce this county name now? I'm not even going to try. Nope. No. And he is pissed off because he's not on the council. So you can be... You are not allowed on the council because you're terrible. I'm going to assassinate you. Because I don't want you shitting on my parade. My wife says she's pregnant. Doubt besets me. I'm going to trust it. Because to be honest, between the two of us, I think it's likely that it's her. Because she's not going to be looking out for any other men, is she? I trust her word. And also, I don't really care. Because if she's chaste, homosexual, I'm homosexual, and I'm stressed, there's not much chance of us having kids anyway. But I am lustful. So maybe that counters out chaste. It does, by 5%. Right, well that's alright then. When she has a kid, that will give me an heir. Which would be great news. Assuming, of course, no one immediately claims that it's someone else's. And Mercia, oh my god, Mercia. Mercia's being a bit of a tyrant right now. There's a lot of war going on. And he now has Northumbria as a tribute. It's interesting to see tribute wars go off when no one has any... Oh my god, Svitiod! Wow. I did not expect to see that. And I have a daughter now, but are we agnatic? We're agnatic. Bugger. That's annoying. Well, I can't change gender laws, and I can't improve that because we don't have tolerance. Apparently no tolerance whatsoever, so I need to have another, probably bastard child, for me to manage that. Can I borrow money from the Jews? No, I've already taken money from the Jews. That's annoying. That would have been useful. So, Svitiod is under... Oh my god. Ragnar Lothbrok is going to take over a huge empire. Except... Yeah, well... It's petty kingdoms, yeah. If he forms a kingdom... It's agnatic elective, isn't it? So this kid's going to end up with... a kingdom of his own, regardless. West Francia is in the middle of some sort of revolt. Well, I say West Francia, it's pretty much all of Europe at the moment. The Umayyads have completely taken over the peninsula. This is the game of blobs. I like it. That's beautiful borders. Not necessarily up there with all the civil war and Bavaria randomly having a bit of shit there. Is this because of... Yes, he used to... I think. No, he didn't. So who's controlling Bavaria? A Carling. Okay. Fair enough. Bohemia's been formed. Pannonia is sort of doing whatever it wants. What is this? Who are you? A random Zoroastrian... Who are you? How do you exist? What is going on? I really hope that that guy becomes independent, because that is the strongest independent, well, non-human controlled Zoroastrian place I've ever seen. Of Kartli. Actually, no, it's only a couple of places there. That's a shame. It's not as powerful as I thought it was. Well, that would be quite nice to see that actually take off. I would enjoy that. Hey, I killed the bishop. So now who's in charge now? This guy, who has a much better learning than my other bishop, so you can now be in charge of that. But you are now pissed yourself. Do I have a shit steward? I have a decent steward, but you can now be my steward. And we're going to settle the tribe in here. I'm not going to try again. I'm no longer stressed. Lovely. So mainly I can... Because if I could settle the tribe, that should ease up that local new administration thing. Because it does scale depending on culture and religion. So if I can... The religion's fine, because we're all Catholic. But if I can convert them to Welsh, then I'm going to have a much better time. Now, in terms of... What's my retinue? Is it longbows? It is. I remember when longbows were OP. Now it's just Huskarls that are OP. And not really OP, just sort of balanced, which is quite nice. Chernigov is bloody huge. What is Chernigov? Wow, Chernigov controls so many titles, and they're all going to split on its death. It's quite sad to see it sometimes, when you see tiny realms balloon in size. And you just know, well, as soon as you're dead, that's all over. But at the same time, you sometimes wish it would happen to... Well, the Orthodox are back in command. Sometimes wish it would happen to the Abbasids over here. What's going on here? Al-Mahdi. Where's Al-Rashid? Is he sometime in the future? Yes, there he is. Harun al-Rashid. Bring out the colour in our eyes. So he's obviously, if you ever played Civ 5, that is him. That is Caliph Harun al-Rashid. He ends up in a fight with the Byzantines and gets led away. Christophoros. Constantinos. Where the I'm just looking through through this because it's quite interesting. Going back, where's Heraclius? Justinianus. Here they are. Here's the Heracliuses. That's quite a long dynasty. This is the guy. He was. I don't know why they're going to Crusader though, to be honest, because yeah, he was in a very long war against the Persians, but you know, it wasn't really crusading. Don't know, but it doesn't seem like it's a random trait. It does seem to be given to him. And he basically, it's quite tragic with Heraclius because he turned out amazing. He held off the Persians and brought victory to the empire, and then the Arabs invaded, and there was nothing for him to do. It was quite tragic. But anyway, we're going to end the episode there. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.